Now, let's talk about working with administration. How was it?
Hmm,
Miss
Mister.
Day Gerdy Van Not, one of the most beautiful names I've ever heard. What's the meaning of the name?
Actually, if I'm to start from day, it's a Latin name meaning God, and then Gerdy means the strong one with a spear. That is her German name. And then Van Not literally means people from the north. But if you take other meanings, means mysterious, systematic minded, and so on. So that's the meaning of my name.
Your name is a god,
Yes.
the strong one with a spear,
Yes.
coming from the north.
Yes.
Amazing. Day Gerdy Van Not. Guys, this is the head girl of Yasantua SHS. She's actually the outgoing, not outgone, outgoing head girl. And if you saw her video on the channel, I was here some time ago and I spoke a lot. She showed me so many interesting things about her school. And I'm back here again to have a conversation with her about her time as the head girl of this great institution. Gerdy,
Hello.
how long was your term in the office as a head girl?
Actually, I would say 8 months, 8 months to 9 months.
8 months to 9 months.
Yes,
So let's say a
because
year,
almost a year.
almost a year.
Because we were sworn in last year, November, 12th November, and then being in September. Yeah, that's 10 months.
10 months.
Yes.
So let's say almost a year,
Yes.
right? So almost a year.
Yes, please.
Gerdy, I want to find out how you became the head girl of this school.
It's actually a long story. A fascinating one, though.
Can you summarize it?
All right, I will. Well, I never thought of being the head girl. I never did. Although I was once a prefect back in my JHS school, head girl. So because of the experiences I had there, I didn't want the same thing to happen to me here. So I decided not to go for it in the school. But my friends were pushing me, go for it, blah blah
You said
blah.
you had
Blah.
an experience back in
Yeah,
what was
JHS.
it?
It was too tedious. It was so hard. So I didn't want to go through the same thing again. Only God knew what was happening. Yes, and so. So my friends were pushing me to go forward, but I just didn't mind them. And I just all of a sudden I bought forms for it. And then we started with the process vetting stuff. But unfortunately I got really sick. And then I got sick to the point that I had to go home. I was admitted at the sick bay. I had drips and infusion on me. I had to go home. All my friends were sad. During the vetting, I was sick, so I had to go home. And then it was a Sunday. The Sunday, 3 days after, that would be Wednesday, we were supposed to have the manifesto reading. All this time I was in the house. My friends were calling, asking, will I be coming back to school? Manifesto is coming on. Will you be coming back? I didn't know because I was really, really sick. So I was praying to God. I'm not trying to be religious though. I prayed to God that at least He should give me strength to come back. Because seeing what was going on, if I didn't come, I knew that would be the end. So I came back to school, and then when I came, they had already started. And then the nicest thing was that the moment I entered the assembly hall, every place was so noisy. They were
You were
just
shouting.
it was so that was actually one of the best days in my life in the school.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I had a manifesto reading.
So they were excited that you were back at the school at that point in time.
Yes. So we were done with the manifesto. Was now left with elections. Actually, I never campaigned. I never did anything like that. It was just my classmates who were doing that for me. So elections came and I emerged the main head girl. They were actually looking for me to water me and throw me about, but I was just hiding somewhere. So that was how I became the head girl.
Who were your competitors? Who were the people that you were competing with?
Actually, we had all the dining hall prophets being part of the competitors for the head girl. But actually, something happened. That was why they were shifted to being the dining hall prophets. And then my assistants too were also competitors.
Your assist, what's her name?
We have Francisca and then we have Tracy. Honorable Tracy, I'm so sorry.
Honorable Tracy and
Honorable
Francisca.
I'm so sorry. Please. Make that
Amazing. You have to
correction.
address them, give
Yes.
them that title, right?
Yes, please.
So now, was there a point during the competition? Was there a point that you realized that I may not win this? Looking at how your competitors were coming in.
Well, actually, I'm somebody who believes I have charisma. I have charisma. Yeah, I know people like me. But it gets to points where I know they might like somebody better than me. So got to a point where although I have charisma, what if somebody gets a position and I don't? But I just left it for God, and then He did wonders.
And it happened.
Yes, it
And now,
happened.
and now you became the head girl.
The main head girl.
Share with me the journey.
Hmm. Actually, the first challenge I would like to put on board is getting your co-prophets on board, because without them, nothing will be possible. If they are together, there'll be coordination. You know, this is doing her job, she's also doing her job, and you don't have to get worried about whatever is supposed to happen. So the first thing that you have to do is actually get your prophet on board. That would be the best thing, because you can't work alone. One person can be divided into two. That's actually the trick. So that's the first challenge I had. That was actually the most tedious part, getting them on board. Yeah, that's it.
How was it like working with a student? I mean, getting the student to understand that you are the head girl, so they have to look at you on that.
Actually, in Ghana here, something I've actually realized is if you do the right thing, people don't like you. So you have to at least
That is
play
something you have realized
like,
here in Ghana.
yes.
What makes you say that? What is it? What exactly did you see that is making
If
you
you are
say?
disciplined, if you do the right thing always, if you tell people that this is bad as to what you're doing is very bad, they actually don't like you, because they actually know that you are telling the right thing, you're saying the right thing. So if you try and prove yourself to be that disciplined and so on, they just try to give you bad eyes and so on. That's actually something I've realized. So unless you play to the tune,
And it's not something that you think is only out there. It also happens in the school,
yes,
in our school system.
yes. That actually, I would like to share a secret. My assistant Tracy, she's very disciplined. I know she's very, very disciplined, but because of the way she actually says that what you're doing is actually bad, that made them not vote for them that much, for her that much. So I know that was what worked against her.
Can you throw more light into that? You know she's disciplined,
Yes,
but how she goes about addressing a matter is what made the entire student didn't vote for her.
yes.
So, do you think there is a way you need to approach a situation?
There actually is, but it depends on how you do it. Supposing we are two people, you're a head girl, I'm a head girl. Sorry, you're a head boy, I'm a head girl. And then there's a situation on board. Sometimes you don't have to approach the situation like that just openly. You have to sit, investigate, think about it, and bring out solutions as to how you're going to approach the problem. You don't have to just go like that. And then although sometimes people may not actually agree with what you're saying, although they know clearly that what you're saying is right, they wouldn't agree because they know that you have just scolded them for no reason. They don't want to be scolded. But at least there are different ways to approach a situation. And I know that it all leads to the same solution though.
Are there a point in time where a student made you feel like, who do you think you are?
Yes, yes. I think last week too also.
How was it? What happened?
It actually hurts though. The person isn't a normal student. The person is somebody who is part of us. And
The prefect body.
yes. It was so sad because somebody I knew actually couldn't do something like that. It actually shocked me than pained me. It was shocking. It's part of life.
How about your genius?
My, no, no way. No way.
So
They
no
can
way.
actually speak behind you, but not head on. No way. And then whatever they will say, it's not as if they are right. They're just like I said. They're just actually mad at you scolding them, telling them the right thing to do. That's what they always say.
But they
Speak
cannot
them.
say it to you.
No.
What do you think would have happened if they ever try something like that?
And they don't want to do anything, but their conscience will judge them. That's how life is. They even got to a point where somebody poured water on me. Yes, I remember that
A
day.
junior.
Yes, a Form 2 girl.
What,
She didn't have the courage to come and tell me that she was actually the one. Although they caught her. One of my prophets caught her. Yeah.
was it at night?
Yeah, it was during prep time, was lights out. We were supervising, and then they were making noise, and then sometimes I'm really strict to the point I wouldn't even smile. So we came downstairs, and then when the lights went off, we came downstairs. I was standing right underneath the upper block, and then all of a sudden we saw water dripping, and you could see that it was intentional, not as if it was an accident. It was intentional. So one of my preferred saw the girl, but she denied it was her. I just decided to let the matter go because this is work hazard.
Now, let's talk about working with administration. How was it?
Hmm. The most difficult part is when the students approach you with a situation and you wouldn't know how to address it before the administration because sometimes they might say no, they might just keep pushing you, go, come like that. It's so stressful. But because I am heading them, I can't disappoint them. I have to always go to them and then put their position before them. Then I know that they always help us, but not all the time. You don't always get what you want. Yes, that's it.
Amazing. And I want to find out the best part of you being the head girl. What was the best moment? The best part of it.
The best part is when you came in. And then the other part is doing the manifesto reading.
When I came in, how do you mean?
The first time you came here. Yes. And then the second part was
The first time, what happened? I want to go say something about what happened. I want to
actually
know.
we are here in Yasan 20 years in high school and closed in four walls. Nothing goes out. You don't see or hear whatever happens inside here. But when you came, people have actually been mentioning Yasan 20, Yasan 20, Yasan 20. It's actually amazing. And then
Is it a student or out there?
the students and outside. And actually, people didn't know that I was the one. Before the formers came here, they had seen the video. So when they came, they were like, "Yeah, she's the one, she's the one." She's the one. I was because of that. I was always wearing nose mask. I didn't want to be seen. Popularity is so stressful. And then the other part was the day what I told you,
The manifesto when you
reading.
came in there.
Yes, and then SRC week, working with Misty, working with the SRC executive.
Who is Misty?
Misty, you know Misty.
Maybe I know. How about them? They are watching you.
Misty was with us when he actually invited me to come here. To Michael. He's the one over there.
He's the one over there. Can they see? They can't see.
No,
him.
they can't see him. You see him, you actually know him though, but you see him again. And then that's for the SRC week. And then the other part was during the challenge, the high school leadership challenge. It was so stressful to the point that I almost died. Oh my god.
I've heard that you really put in a lot of work.
Yes, it was.
Share with me, what exactly did you do?
We first had the video, actually the very grounds we are standing at. We had the first video here. The part where we had to explain everything to details. You take one shot, there'll be a mistake, you have to start all over again. We did that for like almost 10 times, almost 1,000 times, and I almost gave up. But I knew it was for good cause, so we had to continue. It was actually fun because I had everybody around and they were all supporting us. It was so good. This is what we need. Unity is strength. Without unity, everything is going to go down the drain.
Amazing. Now, you've been in the school for how many years?
3.
3 years.
Not actually 3 though, with the vacations and so on. I would say 2.5.
2.5 years. What was the best part of this school to you?
Actually, it has taught me how to be outspoken, how to be disciplined, and then how to at least approach an issue very, very well. And I've learned a whole lot. A whole lot. It's so amazing that if I decide to speak about it today, we wouldn't leave.
Very soon, you're going to hand over your office to some other person, like those informed too.
Yes.
What word do you have for them?
Actually, what I would like to say, I have a lot to say. If I had her sitting right here, I think we are going to speak from morning to evening. But what I would like to say is, first off, she has to be a role model to all the students. And then whatever happens, when you become a head girl, it's not everything you can do. Actually, before I was a head girl, I could do whatever I wanted. I could smuggle, I could dress lawlessly, but when I became the head girl, I realized that all those stuff were not actually right because you have to serve as a role model to others, and if they see you doing something that's not right, they're actually going to do the same thing. You are the one leading them. So if you lead them to the bad path, it's on you. So what I would like to say is, no matter how stressful it is, she always has to be disciplined. make sure she does the right thing. The right thing is always supposed to be done. That's what I would like to tell her.
So now you're the old student they are watching you.
Oh,
What is it that you want them to understand about the school that you think they don't understand now, as in the Asantua girls?
well, Yas and Twas school is actually a great school, and they made that happen. They made it happen because it's what it is because they were here and they made the name, and now we are also here. That's actually why we chose the school. So I would like to tell them that they shouldn't forget the school wherever they are. They have to come back, help the school, even if it's not actually a major project. They should come and talk to us and let us know that they're always out there supporting us.
Back with alumnus, who should we bring here at Asantua to come and have? I've heard someone here is an old student of this school.
Yes.
And Ifia is also an old student of this
Actually,
school.
these two are the people I would like them to come here because I heard that a long time ago. Yeah, please, if you're looking at me, kindly come and visit your school. We're waiting for you. It's actually a privilege to have you being an old girl.
Yeah, get in touch. That's what we did with Kojo Sheldon. We took him back to his alma mater and it was great. So if you have any interest, if you are willing, as Gary is asking, if you really want to come back to your alma mater, let us know. We're going to set up the grounds, give you all the platform, and then make sure that you show up here in a grand style and have a conversation with the student. And it's going to be really exceptional. Gerdy, thousands and thousands of head girls and boys are watching you. They're going to graduate and also go out there just like yourself. What do you have to tell them?
Well, my dream was to meet everybody whilst in school, but since we couldn't, I know I'll meet them somewhere. They'll tell me they were head boys and head girls. And they also tell me that, yeah, you're the girl from the High School African video. Yeah, I would just like to tell them that leadership doesn't end here, it continues. And then as you're growing in life, you have to take it everywhere, your workplace, your family, everywhere. And then with the qualities you've gained, that's where you have to send them to your workplaces, to your family. And I know that Ghana is actually going to improve. They keep on doing whatever they are doing.
Amazing. Guys, this is my time here at the Asantua Girls with the head girl, Gerdy Van Not. Very soon she'll be handing over to some other person, and this is what she has to say about her time as a prefect here in the school. So what is it that I didn't ask her? Put it in the conversation, put it in the comment box, and let's start a conversation. Of course, I'm also looking to visit another high school and talk to their head boy or girl over there about the experience during their time as a head boy or girl in the school. Gerdy, thank you for talking to me.
Oh, I'm honored. It's actually fun having you around. It's so fun.